In today's gospel, there are few things to reflect. The disciples of John and the Pharisee are fasting, whereas the disciples of Jesus are not fasting. So, in the first paragraph, we know about the fasting. And Jesus said, once the bridegroom is with them, they need not fast. So people were so much worried about their fasting, penance. So here what we learn is that our mere fasting as rituals are not helping us to go to God or to attain salvation in our life. And what is most important here is to be with the Lord is very important. So they have to learn from Jesus. So when the time comes, there will be fasting, penance, and all types of spiritual activities. So that is what Jesus is not encouraging his disciples for fasting when he is alive. That means when there is a celebration of life. So in the second part we find Jesus says two things, very important thing. You cannot put wine, new wine in the old wineskin, it will burst. Also he says you cannot stitch new cloth with an old cloth. It will tear or it will become worse. So here we see here the old and the new. So Jesus came as a new person, as a new life. So people were worried about the old customs, rituals, practices. So whereas they are not able to accept the new teachings of Jesus, they are not able to accept Jesus as the Messiah or the Son of God. So this is the problem now. So when Jesus came as a new creation, as a new person and giving us new teachings, people are not able to accept the teachings of Jesus. So that is what Jesus was completely rejected from his own country, town, and he was rejected by the people. According to Mark Gospel, he was rejected by everybody. So because he taught the new things, he taught the good things, so people are happy to have their old way of life, what happened 50 years before or 100 years before. So they are not able to see or look at the change is taking place when Jesus came. So that is what Jesus says in other places. I want mercy, not sacrifice. When you come to the altar, go and be reconciled and come and offer the sacrifice. I came for the sinners, not for the righteous. So these are the statements Jesus says, and there are so many things. So this is what Jesus is giving the new teachings to have a new life, to have a new understanding. Let us pray in this Mass that we may always follow Jesus. We may always learn from Jesus, and we may always try to practice the teachings of Jesus. May the good Lord bless us and help us to understand the true meaning of the new teachings of Jesus in our life. Let us have a new life from the Lord in this Mass.